Assalamu alaikum, dear students. I hope that you all must be fine. I am Hira Sumru, and today I am going to teach you another important topic related to lesson plan. As I have teach you in a previous video about the lesson plan, but this time I will teach you how you can create format of a lesson plan. And this is very important that how you will write down your format for lesson plan which will help you to design it. So I have distributed into three sections which will help you like a section 1, section 2 and section 3. So, in this way, you can plan your lesson plan and divide it into three parts, which would be easy for you. Planning a lesson plan effectively and designing it, it's another thing that whenever the administration of any school check out the format of lesson plan, so they focus on their format. So let's start section number 1. The section 1 include all the information of the teacher means such a information which are added in academic record. So let's start what is it. First is teacher. Let me add here one thing that those students who they are under learning in the BA degree or in a teaching education, they are called the prospective teacher or they are called a trainee teacher or also student teacher. So they can write down the student teacher, trainee teacher and further all those names which are called to them. So here teacher will write down their name that which teacher is performing a lesson plan. So this is very important to include the name of the teacher. After that there comes number 2, that is class. Means the teacher is going to perform the lesson plan in which class. Like case if it is class 5th. So your lesson plan, your goals and everything should be related or should be as per the class 5th. Means they should match the level of students of class 5th. So this is very important. Then subject. Like case whatever subject you are selecting, then further steps will be followed as per the subject. Like case if you select the subject English and then you will select the topic from the subject English, then you will write down that one topic. For suppose you select the grammar and then you will write down in it. After that time bound, time duration which is known as also, it's mean that your lesson plan is of how much time, like is 40 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours. So it's up to the time. Then later on you have to distribute that fun time into your whole lesson plan. Like is how much time you will give to the activities, how much time you will perform methodology and all these things, and at the conclusion how much time you will give to it. So be selective while selecting the time because your whole lesson plan will be distributed or made as per the time. Then next comes date and day. Means it's very important to record the day and that in which day you are going to perform that one lesson plan. So day and that is helpful also whenever sometimes they have to make the portfolio of the lesson plan. So that will help in the documentation process that which topic is taught by teacher on which day. After it, then number of students. So number of students decided how much students will be in the classroom, and then your required material and all the things will be as per the number of students. You have to arrange all the resources. So this was the section number first, which was whole about the academic information of the teacher and what whom teacher is going to teach. After this, section 2 and 3. Section 2 is related to the planning of teacher. That what and how teacher is planning lesson plan, like which objectives teacher has planned and which material teacher has planned to arrange or use in their methods and furthermore. So let's move to the section number 2. So number first in section number 2, that is a learning objectives. So learning objectives, what teacher is going to expect from students at the end of session, like is what students will be able to do at the end of session. For suppose if teacher is teaching a grammar topic, parts of speech, so at least in the 5th class teacher will expect that students will be able to explain the 2 or 3 questions regarding the parts of speech in their own words, and with the examples they can explain very well like it, and furthermore objectives teacher can set. Then the next come teaching aids, which is also known as material needed. Mean during the teaching learning process, which material is required for the teacher, and that material is totally related to the topic and subject as well. For suppose if your subject is English grammar, you may not need any kind of laboratory instrument and test tube or etc, but you will need the material which is related to the English like is board, marker, flashcards, slides or projector to conduct the listening activities or for the more English interactive conversational activity. So this is teaching aids. It is related to the learning objectives and also professional skills, that how teacher will be selective in selecting the material which was required, that should be related to the topic and subject as I mentioned before. Then next comes section number 3 after section 1 and 2. The 3 section is totally related to the process. Number first is teaching method, means how you will carry your teaching by selecting any kind of method, and which method you will select. They should be related to the subject, topic, and depend on the teaching materials as well. Okay, so like case if you are doing any experiments, so your subject must be science, and up to the topic you will select the material and then you will select the method. That's why it is included in the section number C, that before you will select the subject, topic and then material, then it would be easy for teacher to decide now which method is suitable to the subject, topic and by using the material. So next is activity warm up, means that after conducting a session, which activity teacher will hand over to the students to make them warm up. Like sometimes students become passive just listening the teacher, and they get bored because they do not contribute while teacher deliver the lecture. So it's very important to give any activity after conducting a session. This will make students to be active again and to concentrate on the topic. Then activity can be any kind of, like is asking them to solve the exercise which is related to the topic and giving in the book. Then at the end of this session, assessment is very important. Here there is an option for the teacher. They can assist students through the activity which teacher has given to the teaching which teacher has taught in the class, and they can also give any other kind of assessment wrap up questions. Like case teacher will distribute class into 2 groups, then ask students of A group to ask questions to the B, and then B will answer. Then later B group of students will ask questions from the group A. So in this regard, if any students gap anywhere or they miss any point, they will catch it out, and if both of the group students don't know, then teacher will tell them. Then reflection, this can be also the reflection, as I told you, question answers activity. And reflection can be like as you can give any homework and describe it or give instruction, or you can ask any students or to reflect whole in 1 minute that what I've taught today, or reflect any one point. You can ask students one by one that tell any one point which you learned today, or teacher can himself reflect the lesson again from starting to ending and highlights the main points to students, that if they miss any point or gap anywhere or lack anywhere, they can write down it. And at the end, here is the 2 main point, that your whole lesson plan is depend on the 2 major skills. One is professional, another is presenting. The professional skill will help teachers to design, to decide, to plan, to write down the lesson plan, and presenting skills will help teachers to present all these things in an effective way, that it should be easy when they deliver the things to students. Means some things are really hard to teach students, but teacher could understand that how he or she can deliver it easily towards the student, and then they both work together. So they both are important hand in hand while from planning to performing the lesson plan. If anything is missing, like case if your professional skills are good, then you must be good in making lesson plan. But if you lack in presenting skills, then you might face difficulty to deliver the knowledge towards students. So that was all about format of lesson plan. I hope that you must have learned something new from this video, and thank you for listening me. Inshallah we will meet in next video with the new information. Till then, take care. See you. Allah Hafiz.